Hi, everyone. How are you doing today? I'm fine. Thank you for asking me. And I hope you're all having a great day today. So, what are we going to talk about today? Why is everyone so sensitive these days? I don't know about you. And again, this is my opinion, but I just think everyone's so sensitive. I mean, let me ask you something. When did honest start requiring a warning label? It just doesn't seem right anymore. To just be able to just have a conversation, just talk. So, how many times have you been asked for your honest opinion, and then you felt like you were walking into a trap? I mean, somebody says, "Well, how do you like my new haircut?" Or, "You know what? I was thinking of painting my room orange. What do you think? Tell me your thoughts on that." Okay, suddenly you're doing mental gymnastics worthy of the Olympics just to say something without offending this person. You kind of go, "I like it, looks great." Where in the past we would have said, "It's fine. I like the way it was before, but this looks fine." I mean, and that's honest, because if somebody gets a new haircut, it is fine, and there's nothing they can really do about it after the haircut. So, you could say, "Well, I like the other style, but this is cute too." And if somebody's telling me they're going to paint their room orange, well, first of all, I want to know what color orange. Light, dark, I don't know. And then what else are you going to be doing in that room that's going to go along with it? So, I mean, if you're going to ask my opinion, then I'm going to have questions and then I'll give you my opinions on it. But whether they paint their room orange or not, that's up to them. It's their house. They can do whatever they want. Um, it's like, sometimes I feel like I'm starring in this awkward improv show, and just no one's told me the rules have changed. I don't know which way to answer sometimes. And so what happens is a lot of us will remain silent. Silence isn't good. That's not conversation, and I don't think that anybody should be made to feel like they have to be silent. They should be able to talk. I'd like to go back to our days when we said it like it was. Let's say it like it is. We used to say what we meant. We didn't sugarcoat, and nobody went running into the corner to start crying. I mean, it just didn't happen. It was just opinions. It was just conversation. And it's gone away. Sure, you have that aunt or your uncle or someone will say, "Hey, that shirt makes you look like a muppet." But you laughed. You may not have worn that shirt again, though, but you survived. So let's be honest. You know what? She or he, they were probably right, anyways. I mean, it's just how it is. We didn't hold grudges over opinions. We just didn't. We teased each other, but we knew it was with love. And if we were sarcastic in our remarks, there was no malice meant to it. It was just like a sarcastic remark, that's you do with people you're familiar with, or even when you're in a new crowd, you'll say something like that, and it's just for humor, just for fun. Did we have arguments? Yes. Yes, we had arguments, but we didn't silence ourselves. We talked. We got through the argument. We didn't walk away. We just handled it. And we don't handle things anymore. Nothing ever gets solved. I mean, I seriously have looked this up. I have asked ChatGPT for its opinion on the sensitivity. I've asked friends, I've asked family, and there's no answers. Nobody really knows why everybody's so sensitive. They may say to me, and I know it's their opinion and I don't take it personally. They may say, "Well, it's your tone, or you shouldn't really have said that. Well, first of all, most of these things happen within my family, and I should be free to speak how I speak. But I think I should be free to speak how I speak whenever I go somewhere. I am not a mean person, and I never say anything to be mean, never. But I know I have a tone in my voice. I mean, maybe it's a back east thing. I don't know. Maybe I never lost that. So, I just think, come on, give me a break, cut me some slack. And now here's the real kicker. We we have adjusted to all these changes over and over and over again. We went through new technology, we went through new jobs, and when you get into those jobs and all of a sudden you realize, I guess it's okay to come in an hour late nowadays. I guess it's okay to have a 2-hour lunch. I guess if you have to leave early, you just go. I myself, I was a business person. I was a business manager for years. That threw me. It's like you come to work, you work. And that's the values that we grew up on. Work was work. You worked your life around it. And hey, I'm not saying you can't go to a doctor's appointment, things like that, but literally it's changed and we've had to just deal with it. There's new slang every time you turn around. Fire used to mean flames, and now fire means something's really cool. It changes all the time, and we've gone along with it. We went through rotary phones all the way up to FaceTiming. So you can't say that we can't change. We do change. We change all the time. But somewhere along the line, it flipped. Now, we're the ones that are constantly adjusting and, worst of all, apologizing. I find myself apologizing. Well, I'm sorry, I didn't mean that. And triple checking every word that comes out of our mouth. I mean, we have to process everything. We can't just say it like it is. We have to go through this mind thing like, well, how do I say this in a softer voice, in a nicer voice? Instead of just saying, I don't like it. I don't know. That's just my opinion. If I say, you look healthy, am I body shaming you? No, you look healthy. But somebody else will take it that, oh, are you saying that I'm getting heavy, or what doesn't look good about me? Really? If I say, hey, that's brave, am I being sarcastic? No. But I have had that happen where they thought I was being sarcastic, and no, I wasn't. So where's the empathy for how we were raised? We weren't trying to be offensive. We were just being, well, real. And honestly, if I'm expected to change every 5 minutes, I think it's only fair that my feelings are hurt a little too. So why don't we just call it even? But is being sensitive a bad thing? No, no, it isn't. People who are sensitive, they are emotionally aware. They're caring. They know what's going on around them, and that's good stuff. I mean, it is good stuff. But when it turns into a constant overcorrection, me having to tiptoe or canceling someone over some innocent whoops, that's when we lose connection. And then we start performing instead of relating. Our conversations are done at that point. I mean, They just are. You say something wrong at the wrong time or whatever. It happens. It's not meant on to be done on purpose. So we have to work together with things like that. We need to find that line between being kind and being afraid to speak, because there are lots of times I'm just afraid to speak, and that's when silence comes in. And that's not good for anyone. Everyone should have a right to their own opinion. So let's kind of wrap this baby up. Let's tie it in a bow. Um, Honesty doesn't have to be harsh. Sensitivity, it doesn't have to be scary. And we can speak the truth with softness, not silence. Because you know what? If I can't say that's not your color without a 5-minute trigger warning, then we're not having a real conversation anymore. We're more in that I'm going to put you in your place. And if you want to talk about hurt feelings, no one wants to be put in their place. So you stop the real conversations, and it leads to something like that. I don't want to be a part of that. I really don't. I just want to I like to just be happy. I don't like drama. I never have. I don't like drama at all. I just like to be happy. But I don't want to have to worry about every word I say being insensitive when I really wasn't going in that direction at all. So you tell me, do you feel like you can say what you mean these days? Do you? I mean, I'd like to know. Leave me a comment. Do you speak the truth, or are you doing emotional landmines every day? Let me know how you feel about this subject, because I'm really so curious. I really would like some answers, some conversations about this, your opinions about this. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more real talk about subjects, because I have some more coming up. And this is from someone who's lived through lava lamps and landlines and life before hashtags. So stay tuned and see what comes up next. And until the next time, bye.